In the quiet town of Ravenwood, nestled deep in the countryside, stood an old mansion that had long been abandoned. Its decaying facade and overgrown gardens told tales of forgotten glory. But all that changed one fateful day when the Caldwell family received news that they had inherited the mansion from a distant relative. Excitement filled the air as the Caldwells, comprising of Henry, his wife Margaret, and their 2 children, Emily and Thomas, embarked on a new chapter of their lives. They packed their belongings and journeyed to the mansion, eager to breathe life back into its hallowed halls. As they stepped into the grand entrance, a sense of both awe and foreboding washed over them. The interior was adorned with elegant tapestries and intricate woodwork, but the heavy silence hinted at a past filled with secrets. Determined to make the mansion their own, the Caldwells wasted no time in unpacking and settling in. Among the boxes, they discovered a dusty old portrait wrapped in a tattered cloth. Curiosity piqued, they unveiled the painting, revealing a haunting image of a young woman with piercing blue eyes. The family marveled at its beauty, but there was something unsettling about the way the woman's gaze seemed to follow their every movement. Unbeknownst to them, the portrait held an ancient curse. Legend had it that the woman in the painting was the mansion's original owner, Victoria Ravenwood. Driven mad by unrequited love, she had made a pact with dark forces, forever binding her soul to the mansion and the portrait. That night, as the Caldwells slept peacefully, the figure in the portrait stirred. Victoria's eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as she stepped out of the canvas, her ethereal form drifting through the corridors of the mansion. Whispers echoed through the halls, and a chill permeated the air, awakening the family from their slumber. Emily, a curious young girl with an unyielding spirit, was the first to sense the presence. Drawn by an invisible force, she ventured into the dimly lit hallway, where she saw Victoria's spectral figure floating before her. The apparition beckoned her closer, her eyes filled with both longing and despair. Trepidation filled Emily's heart, but a glimmer of empathy stirred within her. She could sense Victoria's anguish and understood that she was trapped between worlds. Determined to help, Emily sought answers from the dusty library, poring over old journals and tomes in search of a way to break the curse. Days turned into weeks as Emily delved deeper into the mansion's history. She discovered that Victoria's heartache had consumed her, rendering her spirit restless. The only way to free her was to find her long-lost love and reunite them in the mansion's hidden garden, where their tale had begun. Armed with this knowledge, Emily shared her findings with her family. Despite their fear, they rallied around her, united in their desire to bring peace to Victoria's tortured soul. Together, they unraveled the mysteries of the mansion, deciphering clues that led them to a forgotten part of the estate. In the heart of the garden, surrounded by moonlit flowers, they found the resting place of Victoria's beloved, a weathered gravestone bearing his name. With trepidation, they whispered his name into the night, calling him back from the abyss. As the final syllable left their lips, the world seemed to hold its breath. The ground trembled, and a warm breeze swept through the garden. Slowly, a translucent figure materialized before them. A man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. Victoria's long-lost love had returned. United at last, Victoria and her beloved shared a tender embrace, their souls finding solace in each other's presence. The curse that had plagued the mansion was finally broken, and peace settled upon its once haunted walls. The Caldwells, grateful for their shared journey, bid farewell to the mansion. They left behind a legacy of love and redemption, their hearts forever touched by the bittersweet tale that had unfolded within those ancient halls. Years later, the Caldwell family's story became a local legend, whispered among the townspeople of Ravenwood. The mansion, once feared for its dark secrets, became a beacon of hope, reminding all who passed by that even in the face of darkness, love and compassion could prevail. And the haunting portrait that had started it all remained, forever capturing the essence of Victoria's beauty, her eyes now filled with gratitude and serenity.